Today we're gonna be ranking the top 5 Angry Birds games. Let's get right into it. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm only gonna be counting games that have to do with the Angry Birds. I mean, all of them technically do, but I will not be including Bad Piggies because that is different. Anyways, let's get into these 5. And by the way, this is my opinion. So, feel free to let me know what you think would be your top 5. But let's get right into number 5. Number 5, Angry Birds Star Wars 1. Now, as much as I like this game, I'll let you know, I like the other one better, but I do like the game's story because, of course, it's Star Wars. Who doesn't love Star Wars? And if you don't love Star Wars, then you're my enemy, because only a Sith deals in absolutes. Anyways, this game has some of the best boss battles in any mobile game. And one of my favorite levels is the Palpatine boss fight. Yeah, this is my favorite level. As I stated in my previous video where I ranked every boss fight, this is my favorite boss fight. As you could, if you didn't watch that video and you've never played this game, let me explain how it works. You basically gotta launch this all at Palpatine, and then it'll damage him. And then once you deal enough damage, you'll get help from Darth Vader, and he will come defeat Palpatine for you. But even though Palpatine somehow returns. But we're not talking about that here. But anyways, as you can see, I beat Palpatine. And now Darth Vader goes up to the slingshot, and then, hurrah, dead. This is my favorite boss fight in this game. Anyways, let's move on to the number 4 spot. Number 4 is Angry Birds Space. Angry Birds Space was the first video for Angry Birds that I ever did. And I can be honest, this is my 4th favorite game. Unfortunately, it's not in the top 3 at all. I don't know what does that. Anyways, my favorite boss fight in this game is the Cosmic Crystals boss fight. And as somebody stated in my last video, they would say Cosmic Crystals is not the best, and that they would switch it around with the 1 in numbers 2 spot. I read all my comments, so anything you say, I see. So if you're worried I'm not going to reply to your comment, don't be. I look at my comments unlike some YouTubers. But yeah, I gotta say, this is my favorite level in the game. And this game was technically, I think, the first Angry Birds game to have boss fights. Another one of my favorite boss fights in this game is this one, where it reminds me of one of my favorite arcade games, Space Invaders. Yep. Space Invaders, basically. Yeah, this skill level is a bit hard if you don't know how to perfectly launch them. But as you see, the more you and then you keep going, and then he should be out any second now. Where's King Pig? There he is. Anyways, let's move on to the number 3 spot. Number 3 is Angry Birds Star Wars 2. Let's have Duel of the Fates play. But yeah, this game is really fun. One of my favorite features in this game is the telepods, where you can get all different characters that are really cool and use them whenever you want. I love this feature. But anyways, yeah. Let me show you some levels. And which one? Yeah, let's look at my favorite one, the high ground. This is one of my favorite boss fights in this game. Yeah, what I like about this level is you get to use one of the best characters in the game. I have another video upcoming for this where I get everybody's opinions and see what they think of this. If everybody wants to list what the best boss in this game is, you'll be added into the video, and I'm gonna have many people determine what the best boss in this game is. So if you are watching this video and you want to help me, please consider subscribing, and also comment on this video what your favorite boss fight is in this game, and that will determine which is the best. The only problem I give this game is how inaccurate the game is to Rebels, because Vizago is, as I stated in my last video, he's not a villain. He's not a hero, but he's also not like a villain, so I don't get why they made him betray them. But yeah, like another thing I brought up in that case is Agent Callus. After season 3, you find out that he is Fulcrum, and I like that they put him in this game, but really he shouldn't be on the dark side. I mean, this was before we knew he was Fulcrum, so that's probably why they did this. But now that we know how Rebels ended, it's not canon. It's like not accurate. I do like the level though, where they're at the TIE Fighter airfield and they're fighting the Grand Inquisitor. I think the Grand Inquisitor was designed very well. Like, the Grand Inquisitor is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, even though he has the laziest weapon. His lightsaber spins on its own. Like, bro got no skills. Like, Darth Maul spins his blade on his own. Why does he need a gadget that spins it for him? But anyways, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is Angry Birds Epic. Here we go. This game was so amazing when it came out, and I heard Angry Birds is working on a possible sequel called Angry Birds Kingdoms. It's supposed to be similar, but not the same exactly. I don't know if this is copyrighted, but I might have to turn the volume off. But yeah. I gotta turn the music off, sadly, because I don't know if the music is copyrighted. But anyways, this game has one of the best boss battles. Now, I've completed the game pretty much, and if you're wondering how I get these Angry Birds games, I'll show you guys at the end. But I'm going to show you my favorite boss fight in this game. Yeah. Oops, I did not mean to click that. Where's the... Yeah, let me show you my favorite level. This is my favorite boss fight in the game. I like how Lizard Pig turns himself into a devil. That is so cool. Yeah, and this game is so fun. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, this is one of my favorite levels in the game. This boss fight is so cool. I like how Chef Pig is a wizard in this game. This is one of my favorites. I love this game. And then once we kill him, I'll show you my favorite part of the level. It's when he turns into the Devil Pig. Yeah, there he is. And then Prince Porky, the villain you fight most of the game, comes in to help. This is one of my favorite games in Angry Birds history. Unfortunately, it's not number one, but after this, I'll show you what number one is, and then I'll show you how you can download these games, because a lot of you were asking how I still have them. A couple I still have saved from when the game was still available, but you'll get to see why I still have these levels. Anyways, let's move on to number one. I think you can already guess what this is. It is the original Angry Birds. Now, this is one of my favorite games, and my favorite chapter in this is Red's Mighty Feathers. I like the concept where he gets Mighty Eagle's feathers. Mighty Eagle's one of my favorite characters in the movie. I really liked the character, and I also like him in the game. And I just like this where Red finally has an ability. I mean, like, he did get it in Angry Birds 2, but this was the first time Red actually had an ability. Because, I'll be honest, Red was really never the character I used, because I didn't like it. But here, this is my favorite part, where you have to stop them from getting the egg. This is so fun. This is my favorite. Yeah, I like this, where you have to get all the pigs. Yeah, I like this, where you get to fight the pigs head on like this. This is so fun. Yep, there we go. That was fun. But anyways, this is my favorite Angry Birds game. There's so many other cool levels, too. There's Bird Island, Jurassic Park, Piggy Farm, whatever you got. There's also Short Fuse, one of my favorite levels, where Bomb gets his upgrade. But anyways, yeah, I like all the puns that they have. And anyways, now I will tell you how you can download all the Angry Birds games when they're not available. What you're going to do is search up Happy Mod APK. Then you're going to hit enter once this loads. Alright. And then you're going to go to happymod.com. And then you just hit download it. I'm pretty sure. It's that easy. But wait, we'll wait for it to load. Yeah, and then you download here, and then boom, it's that simple. You can download any game. Like, any game you can think of. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you all did enjoy. Thank you to Happy Mod for letting me download the Angry Birds games. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.